Hello Pisces, welcome to your tarot card reading for the month of July. My name is Wendy and today I will be using the Robin Wood Tarot to conduct your reading. It's my favorite deck of all time. It's been out of print for some years and I really hope that they start reprinting it because my copy is so old and so worn. Anyway, we're going to keep using it though because got a good connection to it. So Pisces, let's see what's coming up for you this month. I'm looking at this month through the perspective of the bloom cycle, which really involves trust. It's kind of similar to a new moon versus full moon thing where you kind of have to have faith in those moments of stillness, moments of quiet. So in the bloom cycle, I think of my rose bush, and at the beginning of the season, there are tons of beautiful, vibrant roses to look at, and it's like, wow, this thing of beauty, it's so majestic and it's so inspiring and really transports me to a Shakespearean time. And then all of a sudden, a few weeks later, the roses started to disintegrate and fall away. And I thought, oh no, what am I doing wrong? I have to water the plant more. I have to give it more sun. I'm not doing enough. Well, it's just going through its bloom cycle. Everything is fine. So I just have to trust and maintain what I've been doing and acknowledge that everything kind of moves through ebb and flow, and that this particular cycle of this roseless cycle where the bush is just green leaves, I trust that another couple weeks the roses will come back, and sure enough they do. So we're going to look at what's blooming in your life at this time, what is falling away or what you're meant to release, and then we'll look at what you're learning or what you're meant to gain from this cycle. And I say this to everyone, and I don't want to dictate what you're meant to learn or what your wisdom will be, but I think it helps to solidify the reading and kind of put things into perspective when we are going through so much change. Okay, wow, just like that. Pisces, what is blooming in your life is the Knight of Swords. Okay, get ready, because things are about to get pretty busy for you. They're about to pick up. The Knight of Swords is like the wind. You're about to be swept up off your feet. I see increased communication, maybe a willingness to participate, wanting to take part in things, wanting to, you're ready to enter I heard you're ready to enter the craze, the noise. I also heard the static. And as you enter this, you become quite electrified and you really conduct that energy well. So the Knight of Swords, things are about to pick up, and I think a change of direction as well. Things are about to pick up, and you may have a lot of errands, a lot of activities, a lot of things to do. So it's a time of busyness. It's a time of, excuse me, I'm hiccuping. That's what happens when the energy picks up sometimes in readings. You'll notice readers will get kind of hiccupy or like things are about to pick up in a big way. Increased communication, like I said, messages to and from. I want to keep going. We're going to pull all the cards and see how these all fit together. So what is falling away from you? What is being released for Pisces? It's nice that because you're so conductive, you are so electric. But I love to see that Knight of Swords because I kind of see it as a jellyfish in the water as much as he's a winged creature in the air. You conduct the electricity around you. You can direct it. I get magician energy from this, but you're just starting to pick up your power. So it's like maybe the magician comes next. I feel like you're just plugging in. You're just learning to master something, work with electricity, maybe you work with new equipment or work with some kind of system or even machinery where you're setting things up, connecting, there's connectivity, and you're piecing it all together. Power. Electric Jupiterian power. Wow, the Tower. Huh? So the Tower is what's being released. Isn't that interesting? So this tells me that the Tower's kind of, you're either in it or it's it's already happened. But look at all that lightning again. But this is important because you're learning to ride the waves. You're learning to thrive in this environment, almost thrive in the chaos, or thrive in something that surprised you at first, shocked you, big life changes. Often the Tower can come when life as we know it completely changes, right? Our foundation, we thought we were building upon this foundation, and all of a sudden everything starts crumbling, and then you realize, oh, the foundation wasn't very strong enough to begin with. I kind of built this a little too quickly. So there's this process. I feel like you're in a reevaluation process of looking at how something started and taking a little more time to make sure you feel comfortable with it, that you master it, that you know how you want to direct your electricity. So the good news is the Tower is being released. Like you're aware of these changes that are, whether the changes have happened or they're coming, but you're aware of them now. That big lightning moment has come. The lightning is there, and again, you're learning to ride the waves of lightning, which is so awesome. And I think also with the Tower falling away, you're no longer reliant on outside sources to, like, other people or other structures, or like you're just not giving your power away. You're ready to, because you understand that those people are subject to their own towers, which then has a domino effect on you. So now you're wanting to be a little more empowered, a little more informed, maybe more independent as well. I'm going to ride this wave. I'm going to take what I can. I'm going to let it charge me up and shoot forward. So you're going through a strong evolution cycle. And again, because you are mutable, I wonder if this is actually where you get a lot of your empowerment, is from those changes. And I'm getting like cleaning supplies. So what are you meant to learn or gain from this? What's the takeaway? The Lovers. Okay, now when I see the Tower next to the Lovers, I do see a breakup. For some of you, this could be a business partnership. For others of you, this is a love relationship. What you thought you knew has changed. But in terms of what you're meant to gain from this experience, I think it's really understanding yourself in a holistic way. Yes, the Lovers can be partnership, but the Lovers, most importantly, especially for a sign that is identified by two opposing symbols going in opposite directions, the Lovers is the different aspects of self, the duality of self. And maybe there's a part of you that you've wanted to explore, wanted to express, or the part of you that means the most, but you've shut it down, or you've silenced it, you've stuffed it down when you're around other people. Maybe you're afraid of not being understood, or for whatever reason, you just want to keep something sacred to yourself, and that's absolutely acceptable. But the beautiful thing about the Lovers is that's when you embrace all of you, and especially those parts that you've repressed or hidden from others. And your whole energy, your aura changes. You light up, you glow. People will tell you that you look happy. Like, people can connect. People can pick up on disingenuousness as much as they can pick up on genuineness. And what I see here is a release of that which was disingenuous or shaky, not familiar enough. It wasn't strong enough, to something that is strong and pure as well. Look at how they're naked and barefoot on the earth. You know, that is what really connects you to God. However you define God, that is what connects you to God. I see nature that way. Whereas these people built that tower to heaven to try and be closer to God physically, but that's meaningless. And that's why they're being struck, smited. That's why they're being smited. You know, it's a lesson about priorities and what it really means to feel connected to all that is. You do have a lot of Gemini, a lot of electricity here. You know, Uranus is going to square you now for the next 7 or 8 years. But it's an outer planet, so it's not like it's going to be affecting your everyday life. It affects us generationally. So what you're going through, other people are experiencing, but there is quite a lot of electricity, Gemini, kinetic electricity in your reading. So I see a lot of connections. I see pulses with that. I see moments of grand illumination, great illumination and power. Something you can feel in the air. And again, a change of priorities. What does it mean to be in paradise? What is your paradise? It seems like your paradise is a lot simpler than what you thought it had to be. You're not prioritizing the material or the external validation or the shows, the outward displays. It's an internal thing that lights you up from the inside out. And I think it's really beautiful and really powerful. It's mysterious. It's magical. It's electrifying. I love this reading, Pisces. I see lightning coming from your fingertips. I'm smiling because some of you know that I'm in a band and I write for it, and we have a song called Queen of Pentacles, and I describe the waves of lightning in her hair because that power of being connected to the earthly elements. I see lightning in her hair. I do also picture her with just great, huge, crimped sort of hair. I don't know, it kind of makes me smile. I'm a Pisces moon. But I don't mean to project here. This is a very powerful reading for you, Pisces, and I hope that you I hesitate because I worry that it sounded condescending. I hope that you learn to harness your power and trust yourself. Because in this reading, you're no longer as affected or as influenced by outside sources or perspectives or what other people want from you or expect from you. I mean, we all have responsibilities, but this goes so far beyond that. This is about how you connect and how you share and what pulses through you, what makes you feel alive, what makes you feel connected. Has your pulse, has your lightning been dimmed or deflected somehow? This reading is a lot, you're moving into an era of being more open and simplified and rooted. So what does paradise mean to you? I'm going to show you all the cards at once and then we'll close out the video. So here are your cards all together. Quite amazing, this linear story. And here's the train. The train's going by. Can you hear it? It's quite loud. Every time the train goes by, or a great bus or a truck goes by, it's always synchronistic with something I'm talking about. If there's something I need to release, I just imagine myself kind of throwing it into the back of the train or onto that bus, and it carries it away from me. It's a power of the lightning. You can direct and you can capture it too. It's not just the lightning comes from you. There's lightning outside. You can conduct that. And I think maybe it's considering, I'm just getting one more message from you. Sorry, for you. That other people may be symbolized by this lightning. It could symbolize their chaos. And because you are so conductive, it asks you to look at how, like, imagine rubber. Maybe it helps you visualize when someone else's chaos is threatening to like ruin your peace or ruin your day or interrupt you somehow. How can you let it bounce off of you? Maybe you don't want to conduct their electricity. And that's symbolism of the railroads too, or like even just electric, power stations, changing the direction of the current. Very, very powerful symbolism for you right now. I feel, wow, get chills. So Pisces, I hope that you've found this helpful. I hope you have a wonderful month ahead. I will be back in August for the next set of readings. In the meantime, if you want a personal reading with me, I'd love to read your cards. I'll leave my email address in the description box and you can email me. It'll just be $50 Canadian for a good length 25-minute or so reading. So if you're interested, go ahead and email me and we'll set it up. And I will see you soon.